What's up, everybody? This is Domingo Hero Network, and today's YUGIOHVIDEO video I'm going to be doing, guys, I'm going to be doing a deck profile. And the deck profile I'm going to be doing is going to be my Blue Eyes deck profile. Yes, Blue Eyes, one of my favorite decks since the old days of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! With Seto Kaiba, Blue Eyes. And this deck is amazing. Like, I love Blue Eyes. It's a fantastic deck. Of course, I'm playing a pure version of Blue Eyes. And of course, I'm going to show you guys and girls the main deck, the extra deck, and the side deck, as well as the card choices and ratios and all that. So, well, let's not waste any time. So, without further ado, let's get this deck profile started. So, here we go. Yes, Blue Eyes, baby. So, we're going to start off with the main deck. So, here we go. And we're going to be playing 3 copies of this legendary dragon. It's a powerful engine of destruction, virtually invincible. Very few have faced this awesome creature and lived to tell the tale. And I'm talking about the one and only Blue Eyes White Dragon. 3 copies of those. This is a card you always got to play at 3. It's one of the greatest vanilla monsters, also known as normal monsters, in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! So yes, 3 copies of Blue Eyes. This is a card you always got to play at 3. I see some people play like 2 and stuff. I actually like it 3 better, in my opinion. 3 is always better to play 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. It helps you go for your combos and plays, as well as materials for fusions or synchros or X, Y, and Z's or link plays or any of that stuff. So it's a card you always got to play at 3. 3 Blue Eyes, baby. Alright, so next cards I'm going to play. I play this card at 3, and I'm going to tell you why I played this card 3. 3 copies of Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. This card is so good, and the reason why I play 3 of these instead of like 1 or 2 is because it's because of the jet lock. And what that means, if you have 2 of them on the field, you can have both of their effects. And of course, Jet Dragon's effect says other cards you control cannot be destroyed by an opponent's card effect. And of course, you can only use each of the following effects of Jet once per turn. And you can only be activating them if you have a Blue Eyes White while you have a Blue Eyes White Dragon on your field or in the graveyard. If a card in the field is destroyed by a card effect and all that, you can special summon this card from the graveyard, or you can special summon it from your hand. And the other effect says, if this, it says, you know, at the start of the damage step, if this card battles, you target 1 card your opponent controls and return it to the hand. So it's basically a compulsory. You can target any card your opponent controls and return it to the hand. So that's pretty good. Balance the card back. This card is so good, and then you can find a way to special summon this card. You can special summon this card from the hand or graveyard. You know, when a card you control is destroyed, no matter if it's by battle or by card effects, you know. And of course, the only way to activate the second and third effect, you got to make sure you have a Blue Eyes White Dragon on your field or in the graveyard. The first effect, like I said, other cards you control cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effect. If you have at least 2 Jet Dragons on the field, you get both of the Jet, protecting all of your cards from being destroyed by an opponent's card effect. That's called the Jet Lock, and that's why we play the 3 Jets, because you want to see it more, and you want to make sure you have at least 2 of them on the field at the same time, so that way you can protect all of your cards from being destroyed by an opponent's card effect. Next cards I play 2 copies of the Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon and the 1 copy of the Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon. So alternative, you know, his effect reads, you know, cannot be normal summon effect, must first be special summoned on your hand by revealing a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand and special summon it. And of course, you can special summon alternate once per turn this way, and it also has an effect where you could target once per turn. You target 1 monster your opponent control and destroy it, but this card cannot attack if you activate that effect. And also, alternate will be named Blue Eyes White Dragon while it's on the field or in the graveyard. And then we got Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon, which if this card is special summoned, you can add either a one ritual spell card or 1 polarization when you deck to your hand. And also during the end phase, if this special summon, you can just search for a level 8 or higher dragon monster for your deck to your hand during the end phase. So that's pretty good. Another good search. And also you can banish this card from your graveyard to target, and then all the dragon monsters you control gains 1,000 attack. And of course, you only get these effects if you have a Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field or in the graveyard. And of course, each effect is 1 per turn. So that's pretty good, you know, like, you know, especially summon Abyss, search for a poly or a ritual spell, like Chaos Form, for example. Of course, during the end phase, you know, search for a level 8 or higher dragon monster. So it could be like your Blue Eyes, your Jets, and stuff like that. But it has to be level 8 or higher. Just keep in mind, you only get those effects if you have a Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field in the graveyard. And Blue Eyes Tournament, this is a card you always got to play like at 2. You know, I know some people play 1. I like it at 2 better because you want to see him more, especially since his name is going to be Blue Eyes White Dragon while it's on the field in the graveyard. And also for your plays and stuff, so it's pretty good. Alright, so that's it for the Blue Eyes monsters. Now we're going to move on to the non-Blue Eyes monsters that actually help out this deck. So first I play one copy of Nebula Dragon and the one copy of Chaos Dragon Lemonnier. Nebula Dragon's good. We play this card to focus on your rank 8 XYZ plays, or you can even use it for link plays and stuff like that. But mostly XYZ plays, because, you know, you just reveal this card, and you reveal another level 8 dragon in your hand. Special summon both of them. Their effects are negated. Once you do that, you know, you're going to go rank 8, XYZ, you know, all that stuff as well. And then you got Chaos Dragon Lemonnier, which is also a level 8 monster as well. Of course, this card can only be special summoned if you banish 3 of your light monsters and / or dark monsters. And of course you get this effect, you can activate one of the 3 effects. But also when this card is summoned that way, this card cannot attack. So just keep that in mind. And one of the 3 effects, if you banish only light monsters, you can special summon 1 monster from your graveyard defense position. If it's only dark monsters, you shuffle 1 random card from your opponent's hand to the deck. If it's both light and dark monster, you can destroy up to 2 cards on the field. And of course, you can only use the effects of this card once per turn. So it's pretty good. And also, this card could, Lemonnier could be searched with the effect of the Malon the Awakening Dragon. So it's pretty cool. Now, next I play 3 copies of Dictator D. Dictator D is really, really good. Really helped out this deck a lot. Its effect, you know, while you control a Blue Eyes monster, you could choose the attack target of your opponent's attack. So that's pretty cool. And of course, you can use each of the following effects of Dictator D once per turn. You can send 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand or deck to the graveyard. And then you can special summon this card from the hand. You can discard 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon or 1 card that mentions it, and then target 1 Blue Eyes monster with special summon. So it's pretty good, like a Monster Reborn event for Blue Eyes. It's really good, so that way you want to send your Blue Eyes White Dragon from either your hand or deck to the graveyard, so you can easily go for your plays, especially using effects like Jet and your Abyss, so that way while you have the Blue Eyes in your graveyard and stuff like that. And also as a Monster Reborn, if you have, let's say, like, you know, a Jet on your hand or something like that, you can discard, and then you target a Jet and send special summon. So there's a lot of combos of plays you could do with this card. Dictator D is really, really good for the combos of plays, as well as use it for, like, link plays and stuff like that. Alright, next we're going to go with the Stones, and I'm talking about the 3 copies of the White Stone of Ancients and the 1 copy of the White Stone of Legends. So both of these cards are really good. 3 copies of Legends is always good in my opinion. That's a card you always got to play at 3. And also they're level 1 tuner monsters as well. So Ancient has an effect where once per turn during the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, special summon 1 Blue Eyes monster from your deck. And the other effect says you can banish this card from the graveyard, target 1 Blue Eyes monster in the graveyard, add it to your hand. And of course, you can only use this effect of Ancients once per turn. Legends is good as well. You know, if this card is sent to the graveyard, add 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to your hand. So it searches for your Blue Eyes White Dragon, while Ancient special summon the Blue Eyes one from your deck and stuff. And of course, once you have these, you normal summon them. You can link play, go for your Link Karibo, and then you get their effects from the graveyard. So it's really, really good. The Stones are very important. You can even use them for not just link plays, but also synchro plays as well. Next, I play 2 copies of Sage of Eyes of Blue. I know some people play like 3 of them. I think 2 is fine. I feel like 3 is not needed, to be honest, in my opinion. But I like it at 2 better. So Sage of Eyes of Blue is a level 1 tuner as well. What she does is, if this card when this card is normal summon, you can add 1 level 1 light tuner monster from your deck to your hand. Of course, the light tuner monster you're gonna add is your Stones, and also even Effect Veiler too. And the other effect says you can discard this card, target 1 effect monster you control, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, special 1 Blue Eyes monster from your deck. Of course, you can only use this effect on stage once per turn. So it's really, really good. Special summon the Blue Eyes from your deck and stuff. It's really, really good. And to round off the monsters, we do play the hand traps. 2 copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, and the 1 copy of Effect Veiler. Y'all know what these cards does. Effect Veiler could be searched with the effect of Sage of Eyes of Blue, and Ash Blossom. You know, these cards are really good hand traps to play. I love these cards. Very, very important to play hand traps. Alright, so that's it for the monsters. Now we're going to move on to the spells. I play 2 copies of Ultimate Fusion and the 1 copy of the Bingo Machine Go. So these are the Blue Eyes spells we play. Ultimate Fusion is really, really good. It has like the same effect as Red Eye Fusion, but in my opinion, this card is actually better than Red Eye Fusion, because what it does is during your main phase, during the main phase, you can fusion summon 1 fusion monster for your extra deck that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon as materials. By shuffling the fusion material listed on it from your hand, field, and / or graveyard into the deck. Then, you could destroy face-up cards your opponent control up to the number of Blue Eyes White Dragon and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon used from the field as material. And of course, you can only activate 1 ultimate fusion per turn, so it's pretty good. But the part that it destroys face-up card your opponent controls, you got to make sure the fusion material is on the field in order to get that effect. So just keep that in mind. But ultimate fusion is a really good quick play spell. Bingo Machine Go is pretty good. I think one is all you need. Don't need to play multiple copies. One Bingo Machine Go is fine. You know, you just reveal 3 cards. You just reveal 3 cards from your deck that each mean at least one of the catcher lists below. Your opponent randomly picks one of them for you and add it to your hand, and then shuffle the rest into the deck. You can only activate 1 Bingo Machine Gun per turn, and of course it could be either a Blue Eyes monster or a spell and trap that specifically lists that card as Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, except for Bingo Machine Gun. It's a really good searcher, help you go search for cards like your Ultimate Fusion and your Blue Eyes and other stuff like that as well, so it really helps out a lot. So it's pretty good. Next, the other spell cards I play for this deck is I play 3 copies of the Malady, the Awakening Dragon, and the 2 copies of Trade-In. Trade-In that 2 is fine. You don't really need to play a third one. The Malady is a really good card. You always got to play at 3. What this card does, you know, you scar 1, add up to 2 Dragon-type monsters with 3,000 or more attacks and 25 or less defense from your deck to your hand. And Trade-In, you know, the scar level A monster, draw 2 cards. It's really good. The Malady I like to play at 3. I kind of like that a little more than Trade-In though, because the difference is Trade-In you have to discard a level 8 monster, while Malady Awakening Dragon you could discard 1 card. It could be any card. Hell, you can discard your stones so that way you get their effects and stuff like that and pay out. There's a lot of combos plays you can do with these cards. So these cards do help out a lot. And for the 1-up spells I play 1 copy of Dragon Shrine, 1 copy of Call by the Grave, 1 copy of the Return of the Dragon Lords, 1 copy of Monster Reborn, 1 copy of Harvey's Feather Duster, and the 1 copy of Polarization to round off these spells. Dragon Strider is your Foolish Burial. Of course, you can only activate 1 of this per turn. You can send 1 dragon monster from your deck to graveyard, and if that dragon monster has to be, if it's a dragon type normal monster, you could send 1 more dragon monster from your deck to the graveyard. So it's pretty good. It's good because, like, you know, you send a 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon, your Venom monster from the with Dragon Shrine, then you can send 1 more dragon up there. You could be your stones and stuff like that. So there's a lot of combos of places you could do with it. Call by the Grave, you know, just to stop your opponent's hand traps. Return of the Dragon Lore, you know, it's a monster reborn, but it only targets a level 7 or level 8 dragon monster, special summon it. And also, if a dragon monster you control would be destroyed by battle by card effects, you could banish this card from the graveyard instead. So it does protect your dragon from being destroyed. Monster Reborn is Monster Reborn. Harvey's Feather Duster just destroyed the back row, and Polarization, you know, for the fusions and stuff. And also, this card could be searched with Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon. Alright, so that's it for the spells. Now we're going to move on to the traps. I play 3 copies of True Light, 1 copy of Destined Rivals, and the 1 copy of the Ultimate Creature of Destruction. These are the Blue Eyes trap we play. True Light's it's a card you always got to play at 3. You know, it doesn't matter like 1, 2, or 3. It doesn't matter. But True Light is always good to play because it has like same effect as like Eternal Soul, but this card is actually better than Eternal Souls, in my opinion. So what this card does is your opponent cannot target Blue Eyes White Dragon in your monster zone with card effects, and also it has an effect where if this, hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to do something on my phone. What this card does is, if this face-up card is sent for the field to the spells and traps in the graveyard, destroy all monsters you control. If you ever have this card, let's say you have a Blue Eyes Jet, and let's say if your opponent finds a way to get rid of your True Lights without destroying it, and if your monsters get destroyed, Blue Eyes Jet Dragon could protect your monsters from being destroyed by True Light. So that's a pretty good protection. Just keep that in mind. True Light, you can activate 1 of these effective True Light once per turn. You can use special summon 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand to graveyard. And the other effect says you can set 1 spell and tracker directly from your deck that specifically listed Blue Eyes White Dragon in its text with a different name from the cards you control in your graveyard. So it's pretty good. Destined Rivals, you know, if you control Blue Eyes White Dragon or Dark Magician, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent control until the end phase. So it's kind of like an effect veiler, but a trap card. And also you got Ultimate Creature Destruction. You know, you target the Blue Eyes you control, and that face-up monster is unaffected by card effects except for his own. And it cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, any opponent's monster it battles is destroyed at the end of the damage step. And while this card is in your graveyard, if you normal summon or special summon the Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can set this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So it's pretty good, a little good protection and all that stuff. Ultimate Creature Destruction is pretty good at 1. So it's really good. Of course, these cards could be searched with Bingo Machine Go, and if you have Blue Eyes Trident Dragon, you can just bring them back with it. And of course, to round off the traps in the main deck, I play, the 2 copies of Solemn Strikes and the 1 copy of Solemn Warning. The Solemn Brigade, no need to explain this, so it's really good. I love playing the Solemn Brigades. That's it for the trap. That's it for the main deck. We're going to move on to the extra deck. We're going to start off with the fusions. 1 copy of Blue Eyes Trident Dragon, 1 copy of Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, and the 1 copy of the Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon. So we play 3 of these fusions. Trident Dragon is amazing. Of course, he has an effect where, he can attack all monsters your opponent control. He's also unaffected by traps or effects, trap effects, of course. And, once per turn, at the end of the damage step, if this card battles, you target 1 track card in your graveyard and set it to your spells and traps. So that's pretty good. You can set, like, your strikes, your warning. It could be any track card, your True Lies. So you can even go Ultimate String of Destruction. You could do that as well, so it's pretty good. Twin Burst Dragon is amazing, too. You could either fusion summon it, or you could send the you could special summon it with sending the above monster you control to the graveyard. Of course, this does require 2 Blue Eyes White Dragon. Of course, it cannot be destroyed by battle. It can attack up to 2 attacks on monsters only during each battle phase. At the end of damage step, if this card attacks an opponent's monster, but if that opponent's monster is not destroyed by battle, you could banish that opponent's monster. So that's pretty good. And then we got Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon. So this card is the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, but it has an effect and is actually better than the original Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon because this card cannot be targeted or destroyed by an opponent's card effects. He has an effect where once per turn, you could target 1 card your opponent can destroy. But if this card was fusion summoned using a monster whose original name is Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon as material, you could target up to 3 cards your opponent control and destroy. But if you activate this effect, this card cannot attack the turn you activate it. So just keep that in mind. But it's still a pretty good monster. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon is amazing, 4,500 attack points. Like, it's amazing. Alright, so that's it for the fusion. For the Synchros, I did play 1 copy of Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, 1 copy of Azura Eyes Silver Dragon, and the 1 copy of the Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. So these are the Synchros that we play. Spirit Dragon's good, he has an effect where, neither player cannot special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time. This card is good against pendulums, so it's basically an anti-pendulum summon, like it shuts down pendulums. Really, really good card to play, because, pendulums do special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time, and this card says no to pendulum or any other monsters that special summon at 2 or more at the same time. It has an effect where it can, if your opponent activates an effect in the graveyard, it can negate it. It's a quick effect. And he also has another quick effect where you could triple summoning the synchro summoning card to special summon a dragon synchro monster, a light dragon synchro monster from your extra deck in face of defense position, but it will be destroyed at the end phase of this turn. And of course, the light dragon synchro you're going to summon is of course your Azura Eyes and your Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. Azura Eyes is really good because if this card is special summon, until the end phase of the next turn, dragon monsters cannot be targeted by card effects you currently control, and it cannot be destroyed by card effects. So that's pretty good protection. And of course, he has another effect where during the standby phase, once per turn, your standby phase, target 1 normal monster, graveyard special summon. And of course, the vanilla monster you're going to special summon is your Blue Eyes White Dragon. I love Azura Eyes, and the good thing about Azura Eyes, once you special summon this card with Spirit, and Spirit because Spirit, it could be destroyed during end phase. Azura Eyes will not be destroyed during the end phase because once you special summon him, dragon monsters you can control cannot be destroyed by card effects, so it cannot be destroyed by Blue Eyes White Spirit Dragon's effect. Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, this card is so good, so that's why we summon it. It is a level 7 Synchro, but we're not going to summon it by Synchro Ring. We're going to summon it with Spirit. And of course, Moonlight Dragon has a compulsory effect where, if this special summon or a level 5 higher monster special summon, you could just target a special summon monster, your opponent control, return that target to the hand. You get that effect once per turn. The good thing about this, like if you have this and then you summon out the Moonlight and let's say you have Jet Dragon on your field, and then if it's going to be destroyed with Spirit's effect during the end phase, Jet will protect your Moonlight from being destroyed. So that's actually pretty good as well. Or the other way around. There's so much you can do with it. So it's pretty cool. Now for the XYZs, we played the number 97 package. So let me show you. 1 copy of number 38 Whole Harbinger Dragon Titan Galaxy. 1 copy of number 62 Galaxy Prime Photon Dragon. 1 copy of number 92 Heart Earth Dragon. 1 copy of number 97 Dragulia, and then the 1 copy of number 100 Newmon Dragon. So these are all the number 97 package. This card is so good. Of course, once you XYZ summon number 97, you know, you're going to summon out, you know, these cards, and then you use the other one as a material and stuff. And also number 97 has an effect where it cannot be targeted by an opponent's card effect, which is cool. So the summon you mostly want to summon the most is somewhere between your number 38, because number 38 it negates a spell card or an effect of a spell card once per turn. Number 92, this one, you know, with the banishing effects and all that stuff. Number 100, you know, for the OTKs, like once you summon him out, if you go second, and then it gains more attack points, like it gains 1,000 attack points for each of the rank starts of all the X, Y, and Z monsters on the field. So once you have this, and you have Drilla, it gains like 9,000 attack, and you go for a game right there. It's really, really good. Number 97 Dragulia is amazing to play, especially with this package and all that stuff. And you can summon your XYZ monsters easily with this card. Alright, so that's it for the XYZs. Now we're going to move on to Links. That's 1 copy of Link Karibo. Link Karibo is good. You know, you use your stones or your sage to summon it out. Pretty good card. 1 copy of Arm Memory, the Star Leader Dragon. Star Leader Dragon is pretty good for the combos, especially when, you know, you could special summon one monster from your hand that has the same level as the monster this card points to, and then special summon to a zone this card points to. So like for example, if let's say you have a level 8 monster on the field that this card points to, and you have another one in your hand, you activate Arm Memory's effect and then special summon to the other zone. It's good for like for summoning out your rank 8 XYZ plays as well. 1 copy of Horatic Seal, the Heavy Spears. It's pretty good, you know, tribute a monster to the field, and then target a face-up card in the field, bounce it to the hand, and then if this card is tribute, you know, you special summon 1 dragon monster, but its attack and defense point becomes 0. And then 1 copy of Blackluster Soldier of Chaos to round off the extra deck. Soldier of Chaos is good. And of course it does require 3 monsters with different names. But if one of those monsters has been used as link-up material is level 7 or higher, then you get the effect where Soldier of Chaos cannot be targeted by an opponent's card effect. He also has another effect where he cannot be destroyed by an opponent's card effect. And also, he has another effect where if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can activate one of these effects. First effect, it gains 1,500 attack points. Second effect, this card can attack a second time during the battle phase of your next turn. Third effect, you could banish 1 card in the field. So that's really, really good. Super, you know, BOS, this Link monster is amazing. It really helped out this deck a lot. That's it for the extra deck. Now we're going to move on to the side deck. So the side deck cards I play 2 copies of Chaos Form. This is the ritual spell to summon out these guys right here. 1 copy of Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon and 1 copy of Blue Eyes Chaos Mask Dragon. Of course, they do, like, you know, inflict piercing damage. You can actually search these cards with the Mali Awakening Dragon, and you can search Chaos Form with Bingo Machingo and Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon as well. They're really, really, really good to play. I side these just in case, because there comes a times if you want to go Chaos Max or Chaos Dragon, and of course they're really, really good. I played 3 copies of the Mystical Elf White Lightning. It's a pretty unique hand trap to play, and I also played the 2 copies of Skullmeister. Skullmeister is good, you know, just to negate any. If your opponent activates any graveyard effects, you can just negate it with Skullmeister. White Lightning, Mystical Elf, pretty good. When a monster your opponent control activates effect while you control level 5 or higher normal monster, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand if you do negate the effect. During your opponent's battle phase, quick effect, you could target 1 normal monster and need a graveyard, special summon it to your field. And if you do, all monsters your opponent control attack that monster this turn, if able, while you control it. And of course, you get that effect off Mystical White Lightning per turn, so it's pretty good, like an effect Veiler and stuff like that. It's really good. It comes up at times. Mystical Elf White Lightning is pretty good. And I also played 3 copies of Stormy Mirror Force. You know, bounce all your opponent's monsters to the hand. And then we played 3 copies of Skill Drain just to round off the side deck. We all know what Skill Drain does. You know, negate all monsters' effect on the field. It's really good. It helped out this deck a lot. Alright, everybody. So I hope you guys and girls enjoy my Blue Eyes deck profile. Love this deck so much. Old school from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! So awesome. Blue Eyes is amazing. One of my favorite decks. So that's going to be it for the video. Don't forget to like the video, share, subscribe. Post your comments in the comment section. Tell me what you think about my Blue Eyes deck profile. That's going to be it for this video. This is Domingo Hero Network. All I can say is take care. Have a good day. Goodbye, everyone. Domingo Hero Network is signing out. Peace.